The other day I had a chance to play a round of Godzilla with 2 of my viewers, and funnily enough, this was completely by accident. They don't know each other, we didn't arrange this, it was all a coincidence. Small world sometimes, huh? Here you can see the action starting straight away, and if you know me, you'll know I don't like to beat around the bush. I like to get straight to the battle, and I think T-Pug knows this. He kinda looks like he's about to change his mind, but I don't give him a choice here. Ignore the missiles, they're weak anyway, bam, bam, and give a quick roar to protect myself. And now for a sneaky little jump attack. Most times this maneuver is too risky since it just provokes an R2, but in Mechagodzilla's case his shield is just a bit too slow to touch me. Nice of him to shut down my attack. But that was actually the last of his energy meters, so now you can see he's starting to back off to try and regain some of that. I take it slow, no rush. Good timing on his part. No need to R2 just yet, just taking it easy. He gives me a chance to dodge and counterattack, which is always nice. Unfortunately, Mothra's webbing is a little bit on the weak side though. Mecha G's laser beams are a bit more effective. I'm only slightly behind, but I think I started to get the sense I had to turn up the heat, so now I start getting a little more aggressive. Sadly, my second roar didn't start on time, and I decide to activate my R2. Mechagodzilla returns in kind. I'm pushed away, so I do a quick range attack before trying to approach again, but here I make a mistake. I guess I got cocky and tried jumping my way over, and T-Pug punishes me hard. This would have probably been a good point for me to break off and suggest going after Rodan, but it could be I was letting my ego show a little. I stay on him, and I take another hit. No amount of webbing is going to save me now. T-Pug actually tries walking away to fight Rodan, but I insist on proving myself. And yeah, not going well. Now I really was trying my hardest though, and he does miss a shot here, which motivated me a bit. Still not looking too good here. Just barely messed up the spacing, and I'm punished for it. For my last-ditch assault, I use the jump again, which should work at this range. I'm looking to try it again, so I wait for the timing of that shield, and I'm pretty proud of myself for getting it. I'm sure T-Pug didn't expect that. But now Rodan's starting to get involved, and this is where I wised up and chose to switch targets. Teaming here only makes sense, since 2 of us are pretty low on health, while OG is nearly full. It never hurts joining forces to bring everybody's health to a level playing field, you know? And Rodan lands right where I want him. I miscalculate the spacing again, but I do manage to roar on time, and actually Rodan's entire combo goes right over my head, which I thought was pretty funny. And we pull off a double blast, which is cool, covering each other's weaknesses. A very unfortunate deflected jump, but it's okay, Mechagodzilla kinda has this covered now. He has Rodan in what I guess I'd call a stagger lock. OG's advantage has quickly disappeared, but I can't help but just get one more lick in with a fully charged web blast. T-Pug reminds me who's the greater threat, and I turn back to my original target. I'm trying to be quick on my feet to make myself hard to hit and sneak in whatever attacks I can. I try to get close again to maybe continue capitalizing on my jump attack option, but as you can see I get caught a bit off guard and I'm forced into a series of emergency dodges to stay alive. Yeah, bad situation once again. But luckily T-Pug has a moment of mercy here and turns his attention back to the approaching Rodan. At this point, it's a miracle I'm even alive. There's nothing for me to really do but hang back and wait for those 2 to duke it out. At least I have a fighting chance, courtesy of T-Pug's sportsmanship. You are going to see me shoot some webs now and again to keep things interesting. These 2 seem pretty evenly matched, and there's really no telling who's going to come out on top. Poor Rodan gets shot out of the sky again. It almost seems like they're both going to go after me, which would have been terrifying. But OG keeps going after the healthier opponent. Only to inadvertently take a blast that was meant for T-Pug. Still pretty even though, for those 2. OG goes for that attack again, but is really not working out since it's so easily countered by Mechagodzilla's shield. Or perhaps not. There's no energy to be had. Well, now it's pretty clear who my target should be. Mechagodzilla's on his last legs, and since I assume that was his last shield, he won't have much defense against Rodan's faster attacks. Well, it's now or never, so I just go all in. Of course it goes the only way it can with an R2 contest, and with so little health my chances look pretty slim. But the one thing I do have going for me is that my R2 lasts a long time, so OG actually has to wait and tank all that damage before counterattacking with his own. For the briefest second, it seems like I can win, But alas, my final attack is just a few frames too slow, and OG takes the win. A very exciting game with an intense ending, well played by both my opponents. Let me know if you'd enjoy more Godzilla PS4 content, tell me if you'd prefer them with or without the commentary. I'd love to know. T-Pug, OG, if you're watching this, thanks for the game, and be sure to make yourself known in the comments.